there are consequential establishments assisting the growth of the church. They are Catholic hospitals. We have many Catholic hospitals in the diocese. We have even a monastery at Ewu. You can imagine the power of that monastery. We have pilgrimage centers. We have at Emu. We have at Ekpoma pilgrimage centers where Reverend Fathers go on. We have seminarians where Reverend Fathers learn a lot about Christendom and for them in future to become Christians. As I said just now, we already have 107 Asian Reverend Fathers. We are getting more every day. People have been made priests almost every day. We have so many seminarians. So we have philanthropy centers where we help people. We have a center in charge of condoling those people that are bereaved, especially the widows. Christmas period like this, we distribute things. The Catholic Church will distribute items to them, and they will feel at least more comfortable within the period. They are not neglected at all. The people who cannot feed, you see the Catholic Church distributing rice to them every year, not only during Christmas, even during Easter and other periods. You see the Catholic Church distributing food items, palliatives to people who cannot. There is a center for people who cannot move, people who cannot go, who cannot talk, who cannot. We have a center for them, and we take care of them. So there's no problem. There are schools, many schools being run by the Catholic Church. You know, it's through schooling that we are enlightening people more and we are training our own catechists, interpreters. So we don't have problems. We are developing it just as religion is an aspect of culture, and that's what we are promoting, what the Catholic Church is promoting, so that people will be enlightened. People will be more enlightened. They become lecturers, they will become priests, they become ambassadors. We have many examples like that of the people the Catholic Church had trained to help not only Asian people but the country as a whole.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. You mentioned a little thing about the Catholic being the originator of the Iramana in the San language. Can you give a little picture of who and who was involved in the translation of that our father to Esan language, sir?
The
translation of our father who art in heaven to Esan language.
Yeah. The people that were actually responsible for the translation of the religious to the social, or from English to Asian, were Sir A.E. Okodua. 2. Benjamin Inegbezele. 3. Adogbo. 4. Oko even had the Reverend Fathers, his children as Reverend Fathers. H.A. Or DJ Paul Edojemu. Another one, Paul Akoba. They were the people that really translated the. Christopher Okoji participated. Christopher Okoji, the doctor that established the hospital at Irua, he participated in the translation of English to Asian language as far as religion, Catholic religion is concerned. They were the people.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We are so happy for the information you've just given to us, because many of us never really knew this thing to this deep level, and by what you've explained now, I think many of us will have to be thankful to the Catholic faith, because they didn't just bring just religion, they brought schools, hospitals, social services, And in fact, they helped in the translation of our languages to from English down to Esan language. Now, on a final note now, I want to give a kind of final greetings to the Catholic all over Esan land now.
Yeah. Now, religion is an aspect of culture. You have politics, you have social something, you have economic something. The area we emphasized today is the growth of religion in Esan land and even in Nigeria. The Catholic religion, the Catholic denomination, for emphasis sake, the Catholic denomination that had been established by Reverend Father Kobo and Banward in 1906 had continued to grow. That's continued to grow. In fact, there are no bounds. Nearly every year, you have double the number coming to be baptized and to be confirmed. You have people coming for weddings in the church, doubling the number of the previous years. So people are so much interested in embracing Catholicism because of the good things, especially like education. You have different schools, you have colleges, you have even universities owned by the Catholic Church, attracting many people, enlightening people. Education is the first thing you give people. You have hospitals, medical centers being established by Catholic Church. So all these combined have assisted the denomination to attract more people. And it's a good phenomenon that you see people embracing the Catholic faith in Isan and in Nigeria as a whole. Thanks so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you. On that note, we've come to the end of this interview. I'm sure you must have learned a lot from the interview that we granted. Actually, we must say a big thank you to the Catholic Church because they made the first inroad into the Esan land, and their incursion into Esan land brought Catholic faith, education, hospital, social services, and in fact civilizations. Definitely, without the Catholic, I'm sure that by now would have been very many years backward when it comes to civilization. So they actually came with their selfless services. Imagine somebody leaving his country, France, down to a jungle here in this house. It was there, staying here all along, learning the languages and adapting to the system, eating our food and all that. So you see, he was
prepare people to go to Ubiaja for Commonwealth Games. It was after independence we now started calling it Independence the Commonwealth Games. Father Kobo used to prepare people. Then bamboo, he was the one that introduced the planting of bamboo trees to Isan. Many other things that he did.
Wow, thank you very much. Definitely, we are going to come here again for another session of the interview because by what you've been saying now, we are very sure there are very many things you are yet to tell us because we discovered that information about the Catholic is so vast that everything about it cannot be gotten today. And you have so many of them. It's like we didn't give you enough time to prepare long enough to give everything to us at once. And I know it will not be easy to still give them to us. So on the whole, like I've said before, thanks for viewing your son, your host, Sunday Aymari in Egbenuse, Eagle Studio, London, UK. Once again, Happy New Year, Happy 2025. Thank you very much.